things. There was sand and hills and rain. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can remember your name, because there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la.
Oh my god, if it's those kids asking about the refrigerator again, that means fucking... What the hell are you doing at my house? Where have you been?
Not out here. May I enter? We need to talk. Anyways, you still haven't answered my two questions. What are you doing here? And where have you been?
You know, you went totally off the map shortly after I sent that video. Now I'm pretty sure I know why. That ending. For the record, I swear to God, I have no idea why that's in there. It totally was not me.
Don't worry. I know it wasn't you. I could tell from the moment I watched it. Once I watched the video, I had to move fast. I conscripted the assistance of some you might already know. That Bezos log, posted by Geo. His clone, Geo2. Good at connecting dots. I came to know of him through an associate of mine who won't go named for his own security. It's actually because of Geo2 that I am here currently in front of you. After connecting the dots between the intel that I had been given and the video that I had watched, I realized that I had to act fast. I had to break Geo2 out for his own sake. Knowing his removal would prove useful for us and disadvantageous for Bezos, I had to act. I can't stand to see another clone like him suffer the indignity that I did. Geo2 informed me a while back that he'd reveal his true nature to all of you once he felt comfortable. Geo2 and this unidentified individual who I'm working with have proven very useful towards my efforts to taking down Bezos. More relevantly, Geo2. That message Bezos injected into that video was him pushing his weight, but it was all too revealing and confirmed ideas of mine. That's a lot. Okay. Well, do you have a plan? Do you have something I can write on?
Bezos is stationed at his headquarters in Pennsylvania, the place you travel to and got my homebrewed 3DS. There's a lot of security littered across the complex, which in and of itself is massive, but at the very heart of it is a grand sanctum where Bezos lives, surveying test tubes of experiments. Geo2 is stationed in Geo's home. My informant remains undetected within the walls of Bezos HQ, and you and I are here, far away from the rest in South Florida. That key is key. Only those with high clearance within Bezos' organization get one as an access key to the inner sanctum. My informant forged a copy and disposed it outside of Pennsylvania state borders in the hopes that the original Geo would find it, knowing his commute. It seems Thanos found it first, which works in our favor anyhow, considering the original Geo is currently kidnapped. What we are planning is a two-part assault. Firstly, from inside, my informant is going to sabotage the entire HQ's electricity and force the auxiliary power systems to go to work, leaving the security systems completely offline, but not at the cost of basic light and movement within the compound. My informant will attempt to distract Bezos himself, while Geo-2 makes it inside and fights his way to the original Geo, your Geo. Once Geo-2 rescues Geo, both of them are going to make their way to my informant and take on Bezos as a team. Okay, well, while that sounds good and dandy, you realize Geo isn't exactly an avid fighter, right? Like, sure, maybe Geo-2 has abilities that can help him take on Bezos, and I'm assuming your informant can take care of himself, but I know Geo, and that guy wouldn't stand a chance against Bezos. For someone who knows Geo, you seem to forget his past feats. I've studied his history and found several instances of him being able to overcome adversity. That final blow he dealt Aiden Ocasio Bass Pro Fishing Champion 2026, his history as an amino curator and leader, and his current status as a Discord mod makes him quite the asset. If you say so. What about the egg that took him? Where does that thing play in all this? We know it got what it wanted, to transform. What is it? Where is it? And is it a threat to you guys? To be honest, I don't know. It considers Bezos its father and wanted the key. Presumably, it knows the key's use and wants to reunite with its father. Who is to say that it hasn't yet? My informant is aware of the egg's actions, but hasn't been able to find a hint that the thing made its way into those halls. It is a variable we are taking into account, however. Geo-2 is going to bring one of the many 3DS consoles Geo has inside of his home and use it as bait if need be. We all know how irresistible Photododo can be. Yeah, that's a solid contingency. But alright, all of this sounds well and good, but where did you and I come in? Better yet, why are you even telling me any of this? Because we are the Plan B. Bezos is stupidly powerful, more capable than any other villain you and your friends have faced. In the event he fends off the attack, or escapes, or does something else, we are what's left. We have to come to the realization that this might be the last stand. Bezos has perfected metaverse transference. Once he downloads the minds of every person on the planet, it's just a matter of replacing them with clones like Geo-2 and achieving world domination, forcing all the clones who are chemically designed to submit to his will to buy his products. It's now or never. If both of the Geos and my informant fail to succeed, we are the only things left between Bezos and the world. I guess that sells things then. I understand. What happens now? Now, my friend, we wait. We wait for the right time to commence Operation Scrambled Egg.